Hi, it's Dwight. I want to go ahead and kind of go over Prosperity Central. Now, most of you should have your Prosperity Central set up right now. Let me kind of explain to you the logic of what you're going to do in order to use your Prosperity Central. The first thing you're going to want to do is you should have a domain name. If you go to GoDaddy and have something simple, I have my redirect at Dwight Halstead. Oops. Try that again. There we go. It comes right up automatically. I like that. Dwight Halstead. I gotta put an A in it. DwightHalstead.org. Hit enter. And that brings up my Prosperity Central. Now, what you need to do is when you contact your people, the first thing you want to do when you're talking to them about the business and the opportunity. Now, we have this set up for our leaders right now. So you will be directing people that you think have the potential to come in here into a leadership position and have the means and the wherewithal to be able to buy an executive kit or a trainer kit. This is why you're bringing them into it. Now, if you have somebody who is just a consumer, you can go into your EPX back office and you have a wide variety of websites. You can send them directly to there in order to learn about the products if they're just going to come in for $40. We are using Prosperity Central right now to our leaders. Now here's what you're going to do. The first thing I do is you tell people they're going to go to the videos and they're going to watch step 1 and they're going to watch step 2. So I send them to dwighthalstead.org and I tell them to watch step 1 and step 2. Now what we're going to do, step 1 is a personalized video. We have a standard video right now with Jim Leo. Most of you, let me just stop this. It brings up now. I will be putting together individual videos for everybody on the team that will have them highlighted in the beginning. Then we'll go into a little bit about EPX body and what we're doing. It's 10-12 minutes maximum amount of time here. Just a little bit of flavor so people can see what it's all about. At the end of this video, it says now go to step 2 and learn about our $25,000 a month program. So they watch that video. So here's about 12 minutes of video. Now they're going to come to this video, which is actually a webinar that I did, which is the big picture. So on this is about 30 minutes long, and it will go over the big picture. It talks a little bit about why we're looking for leaders. It talks about the making income and how much income is available here to make with this. Let me go ahead and stop this noise again. All right. So I'm going to head. Now, when they get done watching this video, again, when you send somebody to the website, you can say go to step 1, step 2. At the end of that video, fill out the form and register for our webinar, and that will give you the details on how the business works and how you can get started. So they've seen 1, they've seen 2, they now fill out the webinar. Now when they fill this webinar form out, they will fill it out, they'll get an email which will direct them to a site that will allow them to get Jim's book. So that's part of the deal. They can get Jim's book. And then we will have the information so we can get back to when we're going to do our next webinar for the business. Now, when they go to the webinar, when they fill this form out, they will get a chance to go to the webinar and they will get an email from us when the next webinar, and we're trying to have at least 2 a week, so like on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you have somebody on the weekend watch this, tell them on Tuesday they'll have a webinar to come to. Now after they've been to that webinar, in the webinar itself they will have a button that they can push and it will allow them to go ahead and get started on the executive level or on the trainer level. Now let's just say they've gone ahead and they have to register for that webinar. So when it's over with, you give them a call back. You can answer any additional questions if they weren't quite ready to join then. Then you can send them right back to your site. And right up here, the Get Started, they can go to the Get Started. And this will bring up the order page for the executive or for the trainer pack. And all they have to do, they can either hit I have it set up so if they hit the executive pack, it will open up an order site for that. If they hit the trainer pack, it opens up a web form for that. Or then you just go ahead and scroll down and fill the form right here. It doesn't really make any difference. Now, if you have somebody who is just interested in learning more about the business, they can go to the Get Started part of this, and you can have them, just tell them to go to Get Started, tell them to scroll down to the bottom, and here's a 30-day free program that you can get them into. You can send them some free product, and They can get the free product from you. You get them set up on an auto ship for like 2 weeks down the road. So they get a chance they get a 7-day free trial, and then they get their auto ship. So they can actually come in and get product. If you have somebody who's really skeptical or they're not really a good builder, then you just have them right here. And this is how you get your consumer product, and then we can get them started. And I'll have more training on exactly how that works. Now, the other thing that you can have them do at the same time, if they're coming in with the executive kit or anything else, have them go back to your page, and here's where it says Our System. You go to Our System, click on that, tell them to scroll down to the bottom of Our System, and this is how they can get enrolled right here. They can click right, tell them to hit the Prosperity Central. They can click right here, click, and then this will go ahead, and they can go ahead right here and get started with Prosperity Central. This tells them a little bit about it. All they need to do is tell them to hit the next link here, take me to Prosperity Central, and then this is already keyed in for you. They can go ahead and order. So most of the people you tell them to go ahead and get their 30-day free trial. Tell them to get set for the $24.95, and then here they can sign up. The first month is free, and then after 30 days, there's a $10 setup fee. It's a one-time fee, and then it's $24.95 a month after that. And there you go. They go ahead and get things set up, and they're now in your business. One of the things you should have them check, you can see right here, when they did that, see, it was referred by Dwight Halstead. So they know, you want to get people enrolled underneath you on that. That's it. That's why we have this thing set up. I want everybody, you are looking to bring leaders in, that's what this is all about, and it should be real simple. By the time they go back to the home, the time they do step 1, they watch that video, they should be interested enough to go to step 2. They go to step 2, they fill out the webinar form. Now, between the time we have the webinar and that, but when they fill that form out, they'll be receiving a series of emails about the products. And so they'll be learning more about the products, and they'll also be getting an offer to get Jim's book, which again will offer them more products and will tie them into the system. So we're going to be getting information from 2 or 3 different areas, and then over the next 2 or 3 days, they'll be getting emails about the various different products we have. And then when they come to the webinar, they've seen something about the products. Hopefully you've been in contact with them. You've had them go to your EPX site so they can study about everything. You always tell everybody, don't place any orders until you have a chance to look at the whole program. And then you invite them to the webinar, and then let us do our job of getting people enrolled. So it's 1, 2. So they go step 1, step 2. They see a webinar, and they go to 3. If they want, they can watch step 1, step 2. You can tell them to go ahead and get started right away. They can come right up and get started and come right in with us. So actually, in theory, you could have them go step 1, step 2, and get started. Because by the time you get done with step 2, they'll have an idea whether it's something they want to do or not. And if you have somebody that's strong enough who can make a good decision, tell them to watch step 1, step 2, and then go ahead, and they can tell them to go ahead and hit the get started and go ahead and sign up on the executive kit. Now remember, this is designed for people you think are going to be of leadership potential. If you have somebody that's just interested in a product, or you don't think they're going to be a strong leader, then send them to your EPX body websites and go back in your back office and learn about them, because we have the $1,000 drawing, we have the free program, and then we have just where they can just buy the products only and become, if they're just interested in the consumer products of everything. So that's it. Real simple. That's all you need to do. And so learn how to use your Prosperity Central. I will have another training coming out, which we'll talk about the capture pages and how to get those set up as well. So everybody have a lot of success out there. Again, if you need to get a hold of me, I'm free. Just give me a call, leave me a message, and I will get right back with you. Everybody have a great day, and lots of success to everybody out there. Bye now.